Have you ever felt like giving up after everything fell apart? You're not alone, and there is a way forward. Most men think emotions are their strength. They are wrong. Emotion is not intelligence. Emotion is reaction. And reaction is how men lose control of their lives. Today we are not talking about becoming cold, heartless, or empty. We are talking about becoming composed, controlled, unshakable. This mindset is often associated with characters like Thomas Shelby, not because he lacks emotion, but because he never lets emotion decide his actions. Let's begin with the truth most men don't want to hear. Your emotions are not the problem. Your inability to control them is. When something goes wrong, a breakup, disrespect, rejection, failure, the emotional man reacts immediately. He explains himself. He argues. He seeks validation. He tries to be understood. In that moment, he feels honest. But what he really is exposed. Controlled men do the opposite. They pause, they observe, they let the emotion pass before they move. This pause is not weakness, it is dominance over the self. Thomas Shelby never rushes to speak. He never rushes to explain. Because he understands a simple law: the first man to react loses leverage. Now let's talk about why being emotional costs you respect. When you react emotionally, people stop listening to your words and start judging your state. They don't hear your logic. They see your instability. Anger makes you predictable. Sadness makes you transparent. Desperation makes you controllable. Calm makes you dangerous. This is why silence unsettles people more than shouting ever could. A man who can sit with discomfort without speaking is a man who cannot be manipulated. Think about breakups. The emotional man asks questions he doesn't need answers to. Why did you do this? Was I not enough? Can we talk one last time? He believes expression will save him. But expression, without control, strips dignity. The composed man understands something painful but powerful. Once someone decides to leave, no amount of emotion will reverse that decision. So he withdraws, not out of ego, out of self-respect. He lets silence do what words never could. This is not about playing games. This is about refusing to beg for what must be freely given. Thomas Shelby's strength is not brutality. It is restraint. He feels anger. He feels loss. He feels fear. But he never lets those emotions sit in the driver's seat. Here is the difference between emotional men and disciplined men. Emotional men seek relief. Disciplined men seek results. Relief is shouting. Relief is sending the message. Relief is venting. Results come from waiting, from thinking, from choosing the right moment. This is why discipline always outperforms passion in the long run. Now let's talk about the internal shift you must make. Stop asking, how do I feel right now? Start asking, what action benefits my future self? This single question will change how you respond to everything: disrespect, rejection, provocation. The Shelby mindset is built on delayed reaction. He lets other people reveal themselves while he remains unreadable. Unreadable men are respected because they cannot be predicted. Prediction is power. If someone can predict you, they can control you. Emotional outbursts make you predictable. Silence restores your position. This does not mean suppressing emotion forever. It means processing emotion privately. Strong men feel deeply. They just don't broadcast it. They train in silence. They rebuild in silence. They suffer without performing it for attention. Now let's talk about how to practice this in real life. The next time you feel the urge to react, do nothing for 24 hours. No messages, no explanations, no emotional decisions. Let the emotion burn out on its own. You will notice something powerful. Clarity always arrives after emotion leaves. Every bad decision you regret was made too early. Controlled men are not faster. They are slower and therefore more accurate. This is why they win quietly. Thomas Shelby doesn't announce his moves. He doesn't seek approval. He acts when the time is right. And when he acts, it's final. The goal is not to become emotionless. The goal is to become unshaken, to be the man who can feel everything and still choose discipline. Because in the end, the world does not reward emotional honesty. It rewards composure, consistency, and control. If you master this, people will feel your presence before you speak. They will respect your silence. And they will never mistake your calm for weakness again. This is not the loud path. This is not the popular path. This is the unspoken path. What you're carrying right now is heavy, and it didn't come from nowhere. This moment feels permanent, but it isn't. Subscribe to stay connected for your next move.